go over the Unit 3 equations and inequalities assessment. So we're going to make sure you know how to do the corrections, and then you can do the retake. So what is the solution to this equation? So we're going to, if we multiply by 2.5, the opposite is to divide by 2.5 on each side. Negative 10 divided by 2.5 leaves me with negative 4. So my answer should have been D. Which equation has a solution of 5? So I had to subtract 4 on each side. B divided by 4 times 4. 16 times 4 is going to give me a really big number. What's 64? I'm going to switch colors just so we don't get mixed up. I'm going to subtract 5 on each side. And we get 20. Divide by 5. X equals 4. That wasn't the answer we were looking for. Add 6 to each side. A equals 9. Add 11 to each side. Because the whole goal is to create that zero pair. All right, so D should have been your answer for that one. All right, let's take a look at number 3. This one had the distributive property in it. So I'm going to distribute first, and I end up with 6x minus 4 equals 14. So I'm going to add 4 to each side. End up with 6x equals 16. Divide by 6. And I end up with x equals, well, I don't see my answer. So I'm going to divide by 2. And I end up with 8 over 3. Select all of the answers, all the equations that have exactly one solution. So that means they have to have a different coefficient and a different constant on each side. So I know that I have x minus 2 and then a negative 2x plus 7. Then I'm going to combine my like terms. So I end up with, what, negative x plus 5. So my coefficients are different, and my constants it really doesn't matter about. All right, so I've got 5x minus 3. Coefficients are different. can combine some like terms. That one's going to give me infinitely many solutions because the coefficients are exactly the same. This one, constants are the same. I'm sorry, the coefficients are the same, the constants are different. So that tells me that there is no solution. So it should have been A and B. Which of these are solutions to the equation? I'm going to combine my like terms. So that means they're identical. They're exactly the same. So all of the solutions will work because it has infinitely many solutions. I'm going to combine my like terms. So here I am at 9x minus 24. Wait a second, it shouldn't be 9x minus 24, it should be 15x. There we go. Okay, then I'm gonna keep going from here. So I'm gonna add 24 to each side. So I end up with 15x equals 1/2 x plus 29. Then I'm going to subtract 1/2 x. And I'm left with 14.5 x equals 29. I'm going to divide by 14.5. And x equals 2. right, for this next section, it asks how many solutions does each have? So you're looking at the coefficients and you're looking at the constants for each one. So let's take a look at this first one. I have 6m plus 6 minus m equals 2m plus 6. So I'm going to combine my like terms. So I have 5m plus 6 equals 2m plus 6. Coefficients are different, so that means this is one solution. So number 1 goes in one solution. Number 2, I've got 3d plus 7 equals 3d minus 3. So the constants are the same. Sorry, the coefficients are the same. The constants are different. So that means that this one has no solution. So number 2 is no solution. Sorry, this one should have been -9. Number 3 should have been so I'm going to combine like terms. And then these cancel, so you're left with. So these are equal. So that means they have infinitely many solutions because they're equivalent. They're exactly the same. This one, they're not the same on each side. That means they have one solution. I'm going to combine like terms. The coefficients are exactly the same. Constants are exactly the same, which means they have infinitely many solutions. So I've numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I put them in the correct boxes. All right, they want us to look at this equation in its simplified form, which is the following true statement. So 3x plus x equals 4x, so 4x equals 4x. So that means there are infinitely many solutions. So it means the answer is A. For this one, we know the square root of 25 is 5. So 4x minus 4 equals 5 plus x. So we're just going to solve it from there. Three x equals 9. Divided by 3. X equals 3. They want a solution to this inequality. So I've got 7x plus 28 is greater than or equal to 4x minus 6 plus x. Okay, so I'm going to combine like terms. So I've got 7x plus 28 is greater than or equal to 5x minus 6. I'm going to subtract 5x on each side. 2x plus 28 is greater than or equal to negative 6. Subtract 28 on each side. 2x is greater than or equal to what? Negative 34. Divide by 2. X is greater than or equal to negative 17. So I need A. I need a closed dot on A, and it needs to go to the right because it needs to be all the numbers that are greater than or equal to negative 17. Alright, when I have problems like this, I have to clear the denominator. So if I divide by 4, the first thing I'm going to do is multiply by 4. So I end up with 7 plus 4x is greater than or equal to then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to distribute. So I end up with 14 plus 8x is greater than or equal to 12x plus 20. Subtract 8x. 14 is greater than or equal to 4x plus 20 minus 20. Divide by 4. So x is less than or equal to negative 6 over 4, which reduces to negative 3 over 2. Last one. I'm going to distribute, so I've got negative 3x minus 6 is less than or equal to 12. So I'm going to add 6 to each side. Negative 3x is less than or equal to 18. I'm going to divide by negative 3. X is less than or equal to negative 6. But what did I forget to do? I forgot to reverse the inequality, because when you divide by an inequality, or when you divide by a negative number, you have to reverse the inequality. So let's try that again. So x is greater than or equal to negative 6. So it should have been C. If you have any questions or you're not sure, let me know before you retake the Unit 3 assessment. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.